Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my financial update for June 2025, where I talk through my business income, expenses, goals, and mental health for the past month. If you're new here, my name's Katie. I own a small business here in regional Victoria, Australia. As always, this video is just me documenting my journey running a dog grooming business. So if you're into small business transparency or just want to hear someone else try and figure it all out, then you are in the right place. First things first, June financials. My total income was $12,355 and my total expenses were $14,107. So that is a loss of $1,752, but let me explain some context. First of all, there were 5 Sundays in June and I pay myself on a Sunday. We don't always have 5 Sundays a month. It's just a weird month. I also paid $2,500 into my superannuation account this month. It's a big number, but not unexpected. I've been setting aside $115 every week to cover my superannuation because that's about like 11.5 or 12% of what I pay myself if I work normal hours. The dog just ran past. I don't know if I should catch that dog. Oh no, someone's walking past, okay. I'm always like, I don't know if that's a loose dog or if that's just someone who's walking their dog without a leash. For about 5 months now, I've been setting aside $115 a week to pay myself superannuation, and I finally just got around to actually doing it just because I do it through my accountant. Going forward, I'll be making these payments quarterly, so that's something that I'll look out for. But it's also like it's not going to be a $2,500 payment every time because this is like 5-6 months worth of payments saved up. So yeah, June looks really bad on paper, but again, we're looking at the big picture now because like we're halfway through the year. This is my 6th video of my finance updates. I've done a half a year of updates. It's the most consistent I've ever been, even though I've been posting late. I've still been posting, better late than never. As always, now that I'm several months in, we're looking at the big picture. So far, my annual profit margin, everything considered, is 5%. And last year, the profit margin was -2%. So we're already a vast improvement on the 12 months prior to this year, right? Alrighty, wages and workload. I did pay myself properly for all my hours in June, but I also started paying myself overtime. I added a formula to my finance master spreadsheet to calculate and add overtime rates to any hours over 38 hours a week. It was a really awesome change to be paying myself as if I were an actual employee. I worked quite a few extra days last month, so the overtime was really motivating. It was nice. It was good. The overtime payments were really genuinely very helpful because in the first half of the month I had a small Crohn's flare up, so I had to take a couple of days off work. And then in the second half of the month when I was better, I had to catch up by rescheduling all those dogs that I had to cancel. So I ended up working 6 days a week for 3 weeks straight. That sucked. The overtime helped, but I was absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. It's Tuesday today. I work Tuesday to Saturday, and I've just come off my first 2-day weekend in a month, basically. My gosh, I can't tell you how nice it is to actually have 2 days off again. My goal check-in. My goal for June was pretty simple. Just keep swimming, just chugging along, like take it easy, try and survive. I'm still here. I have not burnt down the salon out of sheer frustration, even though I have felt like I've wanted to 500 times. I've kept the doors open, the clients are booked in, the dogs are groomed, the bills are paid, and I know it sounds like the bare minimum, but it was genuinely very hard this month, so I'm going to give myself credit for that. Personal check-in. June sucked. It sucked. I just felt like I was constantly behind. I was constantly tired. I was constantly one step away from a full meltdown. I did not have a good month in June. I did do some small things for myself last month, which I do think helped. One of them was that I did the H3O challenge, which is where you just drink water for 30 days. You don't have soft drink or coffee or anything like that. I don't feel like it rejuvenated me or gave me so much energy or made me my skin clearer or anything like that. But it did feel good to get that checked off my New Year's resolutions. I also had tickets to go see Critical Role live in Melbourne, and it was awesome. I love Critical Role. Critical Role means so much to me. I've been watching it for nearly the whole time they've been streaming. It's just amazing to see. And it was honestly the first fun thing that I'd done for myself in months. That one night reminded me of just how much I've been missing out because work always comes first. Going to see Critical Role was so nice and so rejuvenating for my spirit that I've decided that I want to do stuff like that more often. I don't care how busy work gets, I still want to do nice things. I Last year, missed out on quite a lot of things because work was so busy. Going to see a Critical Role was so nice and so rejuvenating for like my soul that I've decided that I want to do more of that. I keep putting myself last when it comes to doing things I enjoy because work is so busy and I just prioritize work all the time. Like there's quite a few things this year and last year that I have, it's been a choice. I've chosen to miss out on doing these things because work's been so busy and I have just preferred to be a normal amount of busy at work rather than take time off and be extra busy. But after Critical Role, I decided I'm just gonna start, like, it's gonna suck, but I'm gonna prioritize making time to do fun things. So I've got tickets to go to WWE when they come to Perth later this year. I'm gonna see my favorite wrestler, Rhea Ripley. I'm really excited about that. I bought tickets to go see Baby No Money, which is also really exciting. And it's like I've bought 2 lots of tickets in the span of like 2 weeks, I think. And it's really exciting being like, cool, I'm going to commit to that. I don't care what day it is. I don't care if it's on a Saturday and I normally have work. I don't care if it means I have to take a week off work because I'm going to fly to Perth. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to book it and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to feel rejuvenated and I'm going to live my life instead of just being in this freaking salon all the time. Freaking, what the frick? I don't say bad words, I just say frick. Stressfully though, WWE in Perth, I think it's in October and it's a 3-day event. So it's probably gonna have to be like at least a 4 or 5 day trip and October is already completely and fully totally overbooked. So I don't know where I'm gonna move these dogs to. I'll figure it out. That's a problem for later Katie. Later Katie's gonna hate me for that, but Katie at WWE is gonna have a great time. It's this never-ending loop. Like the more I try and have a life and the more I try and rearrange and cram and stress, but then I feel guilty or like I feel like I'm letting people down and it constantly, the clients get upset that I'm booked out so far and I can't fit them in sooner. Like literally just the other day, I had a client walk in, see this sign on the front thing, next available November. Sorry, sad face, because I genuinely feel bad about it. She walked in, she saw this, and you know what she said? She was like, oh, that's not for all clients, is it? Like, no, you're the exception, lady. I'm not trying to shit talk my clients. I genuinely love my clients, and the client who said that is a long time really good client. But it's that stress where people, like, I'm upsetting people by telling them I can't fit them in until November, and they're like, but I've been coming for a long time. Like, you should be able to fit me in. It's like, yes, I should. I recognize the problem. I should be able to, but I can't. And the only way that I can do that is to work 6 days a week or to work like 10-hour days. And I don't have it in me anymore. This is all coming from a place of frustration. And let me say, I totally understand my clients being frustrated as well. Like heaps of them have been coming for like 10 or more years and they're like, all of a sudden, I can't get an appointment with you anymore. But it has been happening slowly for the last like 4 or 5 years. We're getting busier and busier and busier and busier and busier and booking out further and further and further in advance. And so I get frustrated when a client who's been coming for that whole time is like, what do you mean you can't fit me in 6 weeks' time? It's like, you know this. I haven't had availability 1 month ahead for like 3 years now. Like you've always had to book like at least 2 months in advance. It's just how it is. Anyway, that's not the point of the issue. The point of the issue is that like that's why I feel so obligated to not do fun things for myself, but the less fun things I do for myself, the more I feel like I'm just wasting my life grooming people's dogs. Does that make sense? It's a really negative way to think of it. I don't want to be misconstrued. I do really like this job. I love my clients. I love the dogs. I love the location. I love the shop. I do genuinely love all of this. It's just maybe I have nothing better to complain about. Maybe I'll cut that whole section, who knows? All right, that was a bit of a ramble. Let's get back on track. July goals. My goal for this month is to go through the rest of the year and smooth out the bookings. I've been waiting to see if the groomer who's planning to come and rent a table from me is gonna start soon, only because I didn't want to reschedule people only to not have to reschedule them because this other groomer could have groomed them instead. So I've been waiting to see like when she's coming, but I don't think she's coming till like August, maybe October even. So like at this point, it's just like a shadow looming over me knowing that I'm so double booked and like I might have an available spot in my schedule, but I don't know if it's actually available or not because like say there's a 2 o'clock free, but I'm double booked at 10 o'clock. So I need to move one of those 10 o'clocks into the 2 o'clock spot. So I don't know what's actually available coming up. I have been avoiding doing it because it's a relatively big task to contact all these clients to move their appointments. But also I haven't wanted to do it because I know that if I do it, like when I do it, I'm basically just going to be completely booked for the rest of the year. And the only solution to getting my long-term regulars in is to cull more new clients. And I don't like doing that. So I've been avoiding that, but that's my plan. Just for the rest of this year, just for the next 6 months, just go through and just smooth all that out. Extras and future plans. I can't remember if I said this in the last video. Oh no, I did. About being undecided about what to do next year. What I do know is I'm definitely going to take as much time off as I can afford. I need a break. I've been basically working non-stop since I was 14 and I'm just tired. I don't want to make any big decisions right now. The idea of planning like an overseas move or like committing to something long-term like a loan on a van or something. Actually, on my last video, someone was like, yes, it's a depreciating asset, but you get to like offset that on your income, which is something that I didn't consider. So I will have to look more into that. So I'm just going to leave that for now. No updates on next year's plans at the moment. I'm just going to focus on fixing what's right in front of me, like fixing what I can fix right now, and then just figuring the rest out from there. But I do want to say that I am so looking forward to this time off. It's all I can think about sometimes. I just can't wait. Even every week as I'm putting money aside for annual leave, I've been putting extra money aside because I'm like, even if I can only spare an extra like $30, that's an extra hour of annual leave I can take in January. So hopefully by January I can take like 2 months off. That'd be amazing. Just a quick note to say that I went to download the footage that I just filmed, and it was like 1 year ago today. I was at my grandfather's funeral. It's sad, but it's like, it's the marker of like where everything last year just went downhill. I feel like I should put this down because this is going to be a longer note than I thought. This time last year, my cat got sick, needed $14,000 worth of surgery. My grandfather got sick and died in the space of like 2 or 3 days, and one of my employees let me know that they were going to be leaving at, you know, like in a couple months at time. So like it was just a lot to think about all in the same time, and it just plummeted my mental health. Like I just feel like it ruined me. But seeing that was a year ago today, it just, as I saw it and I was like, I'm doing much better. I'm doing much better. I know I just said that June sucked and it was the worst month ever for my mental health, but compared to last year, it actually wasn't so bad. So maybe it was nice to have that little bit of like perspective. Things are not fun, but they're so much better than last year. I'm not $15,000 in debt anymore. You know, I don't have staff to worry about anymore. I'm making profit and I'm saving money. So that was nice. That was nice. I'm glad I saw that. Sad memory, but I'm glad that I saw that, and I'm glad that I'm like, cool, things are better. Anyway, that's the update for this month. I'm sorry it was a bit short and sweet. I just want to get this filmed before I don't get it filmed because I have a lot of things coming up this month. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.